welcome. It's December 10th. Welcome to another inspirational video for December daily collaging. Let's get right into it. I already have a prompt in mind, which is number 6. Include a forest animal from a magazine, vintage book, stamp, digital print, photo, etc. If you don't have any of those, I will once more recommend the free biodiversity heritage site. I will link that for you with a video with instructions in case you've never been there and don't know how to find something. I would suggest you just search for woodland animal or forest animal, or if you want to be more specific, maybe a stag or a fawn or an owl or a squirrel or something like that. I guarantee you will find something, and it's completely free. But of course, it's wonderful if you have vintage books that you can use your images from, which is what I will be doing. But before I do anything else, of course, I'm going to open today's window from my Haribo calendar. So the 10th is down here. Oh, it's something totally different. How exciting. They're called pinballs. Okay. So basically, it's just balls of sugar and food coloring, probably. I need to try these, so I will try to eat these without being obnoxious when I talk. They are very chewy. I really love this. I must say, I'm so happy with this one. Oh, and they are sour. Oh my goodness, they are so sour in the middle. Wow. I wanted to show you how this has been bulking up. So it's gonna be a nice chubby baby when it's done, which is okay. I was looking through this vintage book. The title says Waldvögel, which means forest birds or woodland birds. And I've shown you this. This is the one I used for the page that I did at the very beginning. This one. This is where this image came from. And so if you've seen that one, and you've seen how amazing these illustrations are, and I already picked one out. There's these two owls here, which I think are perfect for a collage. So I'm going to tear them out. I just also want to show you, there's some here which are not so nice, like this one. I mean, I know they have to eat, but still. Or here, look, a dead bird. And there was another one, I think. No, the others are okay, actually. I really like this one. I almost took this one for the collage today, but maybe I'll use him another day. Cut or tear? That is the question. I will try to tear around it, but I will try to tear around it quite closely to the image. Okay, I think I did a pretty good job this time with tearing around it. It is a bit wide, so I'm afraid I'm gonna have to take at least part of the branch off, or maybe all of it, unfortunately. Maybe we can leave some of that green there. I like that because they balance each other out nicely. Yeah, that should work. First, I'm going to ink around it with my vintage photo. No surprises there. I'm doing something totally low-key again. I feel like every time after I do a mixed media page, then I want to do something simple, and then I have energy again for something more wild. This is kind of my my go-to thing to do. If I wouldn't know what else to do in a journal, I would probably just pick a nice focal point and make a collage out of it or with it, because I think that's just the easiest to do. Now we need a background, and I'm going to take some of my scraps from vintage book pages mostly, I think. Things like this. So I will pick out a few. This doesn't belong here. This is a ticket. But maybe I could use it actually. Okay, I think I have enough. Maybe this bingo thing. And now I just want to place these in the background somehow to keep it interesting. Always good to have some math. There's some French text here. Always think it's fun to include multiple languages if possible. Maybe even upside down, why not? Add the ticket here too. Not sure about this bingo one here. Just need something down here. One more piece right here, then we're done. This one. Yes, that is good. Happy with that. Now comes my least favorite part of gluing everything down. I always think about what is the easiest way to do this. I will take off this piece because I think I can find the right place for this again. And with these, I will now leave them laying where they are and just glue them together. Once they're all attached, I can then turn it around, put glue on it, and glue them down. Okay, I will do the rest of this off camera. I don't think this is so exciting to watch. Lastly, I'm going to glue these down. Now, if I had a busy day and I don't have much time to work in my journal, I could call this done, maybe add a sentiment down here and the date. Took me like 10 minutes max, and I would have a beautiful page. So for something like this, time shouldn't really be a problem. I would like to try to make this a little more interesting and play around with some more of my mediums. I took out my water-soluble colored pencils. These are only the warmer and reddish tone that I took out. I also have like the blues and greens and stuff, but I want to stick with warm colors for this. I don't have that many actually. I don't want anything pink or purple or red. These look like they might be good colors to work with. I'm not putting any clear gesso or anything over this. I'm going to try to work with the colors directly on the paper. Let's start with this yellow, because we have yellow here. So I will put it on the opposite side to balance it. I'm just going to color here a little bit. Then I'm going to take my water brush. This time I'm using this one with the flat tip. And I'm just going to awaken this color a little bit. Of course, it doesn't spread as nicely as if I had gesso on it. Kind of, the paper is kind of soaking it in immediately. But that's okay. We are just trying. We're just experimenting and having fun. Then I want to take some of this orange. And where do we put that? We could add some of it right next to the yellow. And then maybe we add some here as well, right over the bingo. Just kind of blending it out. And different papers will react differently. So you see here, this one, for example, the color is much stronger than on this one. No harsh lines. We just want to blend things as much as possible. I want some nice earthy tones underneath. So then I can move on to maybe a little darker. I don't know what color this is. These just have numbers, not names. So let's add some here. And I think I'll stick to my method of always putting the same color on the opposite side. I think that is gonna work pretty well. So this is super chilled. I'm just playing with some colors. And if you're not sure what kind of colors you want to use in the background, one thing you can always do, which will always work, is stick to the colors that are in your image that you're using. So I have beautiful warm tones here, so that's what I'm doing on my background as well. You cannot go wrong with that. Here I see a little bit of resistance because there was some glue that squished out here as well. That is totally okay. And I want some darker here. Actually, I have a darker brown. I think I want some of this. Put some down here. And maybe a little bit up here, not too much. Sure it's really blended well. I think I'm good with that. I don't think it needs anything else, or does it? Okay, let's add some more of this color. I don't even know how to define this color. I do have some more space here. It's not going to show up very well because the paper is dark and the color is not that different to the paper. I can add some here. I do want to add a sentiment to this one again. and I'm going through my sentiments, my winter quotes that I will again link for you below. And I have two here that I think would work well. One is, a cold wind was blowing from the north and it made the trees rustle like living things, because they're sitting on a tree branch. That might be quite nice. But the other one I'm really leaning towards is the one that says, let's winter. Looking at this, it kind of feels like he could be saying that to her. I don't even know if this is a him and a her, but I'm just pretending. And he's saying to her, hey babe, let's winter. I really like that. So I think that is going to be my choice. So I'm going to cut it out. Actually, I'm going to cut it out with a white border. Maybe that will look nice. I am not sure. It will depend also on how straight I am able to cut this. I like the border. I will ink around it very, very subtly though. You can hardly see it. And I'm gonna put it down here. As always, I wanna put it on the bottom right. Should we do something different? Is it better there? No, I gotta go with with down there. I'm adding the date in pencil right up here. And that is all I'm going to do. I think it's a beautiful page. I love the warmness of it. So this is what you can do if you don't have a lot of time. You can skip the coloring. Just do something today. That's my wish for you today. Thank you as always. Hope to see you back tomorrow. I hope you're enjoying this series. As always, you know, I love you guys. Mwah, mwah.